This is Joker. The mission is go.
Wait a second! You mean, he went alone?
What's so important that he'd run off by himself? There's only one thing the Phantom Thieves of Hearts specialize in.
He's there to steal a treasure. Have you already sent a calling card?
We're not the ones sending a card this time. In fact, we've been invited. Invited to steal the greatest treasure of all.
You. Hold on, chat. I was able to put together this live stream very quickly, so beware of the quality. So, oh no, that's the end stream button. Okay, Xbox live stream.
But we are literally just about a minute away here from going live. You guys are going to join us afterwards. You've got your Master Chief helmet. And I want to thank everyone for joining us exclusively here on YouTube for the pre-show for the Xbox.
But yeah, just want to make sure everything looks good. Everything sounds good.
So, maybe one last quick rapid fire here. JD's got his helmet on. How do you guys think they're going to open the show? What do you think the first thing is?
Halo Infinite. Even.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, start with the big guns. They know that's what everyone's here for, and then everything else is kind of icing on the cake.
Allegra, do you agree, or do you want something weird and wacky? I think
it's gonna be Halo, which for someone who doesn't really care about Halo, I would love because I need a bathroom break. So
It'd be like that.
The chat just lit up. He's gonna take a bathroom break during Halo. All right, but hey, we got Balin, and yeah, that's part of the fun is that we don't know what they're gonna do, and they've been very quiet. They've just
Mike is a tiny bit too loud. Okay, gotcha.
Anything else about what games are gonna be in there? So you said, tell me why. Great example. Everwild, Psychonauts. Those are games that hopefully we'll have updates on. And then I know for a fact there will be some new games announced in this showcase. And it's exciting to watch.
Can you hear the show
on YouTube? Well, Matt, JD, Allegra, thanks for joining us. You guys are going to be with us afterwards. We're going to react to the press conference, see how Microsoft did, and then we're going to have some guests, some of the developers and some of the games featured in the show. We're going to have interviews with them, and Xbox's Aaron Greenberg will be joining us live to break down some of the news. So enjoy it, watch it live here, the Xbox Games Showcase, an hour of games right here on YouTube.
All right, here we go. I don't need that much to be impressed. I would just like to actually see that they're working on some either solid exclusives or solid third-party games for the console. I think Xbox, not only do Xbox fans, but Xbox players in and of themselves really need it, and they have earned getting some better games.
We can see you guys all in chat. We're so excited to watch this along with you. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to smash a massive like if you're excited for everything we're going to see today.
Smash a massive like.
First ever look
Yep.
at Halo.
Yep.
It's going to be absolutely insane. Here we go.
What happened to his audio? Why is his face still there? Wait, why is he still? Why is this guy on my screen? Alright. Hold on, we gotta find a version of this live. It's not gonna have other people reacting. I'm sorry, Chad!
That's what I'm talking about. We're like the cool, scrappy underdogs of the shit.
We are so getting fired for this.
Cannot help.
There we go. That was literally the worst possible thing that could happen.
It all means nothing. Until you step inside.
Okay. I really hope this Halo knocks it out the park, because to start demo, because yeah, 343, their Halo games have been a bit controversial, so to say the least.
This is a punishment, right? Yep, this is death. No! No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make
Reacting to a reaction channel on our right.
No! No! You! I can't stand this! Who you are? Breathe. No! You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're... Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that.
The Banished?
We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw Clone Wars over there. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh. Please. Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Okay, big guy.
Okay. Seamless transition. Game's looking pretty solid. Seems to be running at 60 frames. Oh wow, they're going for a open sandbox approach. Okay. Like open linear maps. Okay. Oh wow. Changed the pistol design. Looks more like a Glock. Ooh. Is that the new DMR? The vector looking clip. Okay. I mean, this is definitely more gorgeous looking Halo. I think the last one I played was Halo 4. Which I rather enjoyed. What was that? Does he have a grapple hook now? Okay. I do like the pistol redesign though. A lot of wildlife, a lot of emphasis on the wildlife too. Oh my gosh. Jumping in the suicide grunts, okay. Is this string? I can hardly handle it. Oof. Nice. Interesting with this grapple hook, though. Ooh. New shotgun sounds a bit meaty. Okay, so it's not an automatic melee with it. So it seems people have to grapple and then still hit the melee button. That'll be interesting to see in multiplayer. Are they trying to rebuild Halo?
Share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriox. Without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs.
He's really giving it. Holiday 2020. Alright, that was fine. That was fun. I don't think I've necessarily seen anything if I was a massive Halo fan like I used to be, I don't think I would have seen anything story-wise that would have made me feel more comfortable with, you know, 343 still holding the reins. Gameplay looked fine, but there's nothing mind-blowing, really. But hopefully this breakdown will help a bit.
For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last two Halo games combined. Halo
Oh, so you're exploring one ring.
Up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles,
Hot
epic
girl
vistas,
from
more
Halo.
complex visual effects, displayed 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming months, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working on.
Okay, I was expecting a little more for the World premiere. They're still doing that for Halo Infinite, but it's not bad. It wasn't bad when I saw it. It was just okay. They're making some changes. That's about it. Everyone can just say, "Oh, well, this is our most ambitious thing." Yeah, you know. Was this a new State of Decay or something? New Left 4 Dead? Oh, okay. That's what we do. We going at wolves now? You know me, I love a good old fancy CGI trailer that's not representative of the final product. Called it. State of Decay 3. Who called it? This guy called it. Victory Screech. I called it. It's gonna be State of Decay. Well, let's hope this State of Decay has a better launch than the last one.
To the Xbox Game Showcase. Today, we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox game studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today is how Xbox Game Studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on. Xbox Game Pass is the best way to discover and play, and we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible.
Yes, Phil, yes.
You can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed
I still don't understand how financially they do that, but it really is a great deal.
Platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10, and they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport, and Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented realism with ray tracing and native 4K resolution, all at 60 frames per second. The
Oh,
trailer
baby.
you're about to see was captured completely in engine.
How early in development are we talking, though? Okay. So yeah, really early in development. They didn't have but only a few seconds of in-game footage. Okay, I hear a lot of things about Rare, and now, you know, ever since Microsoft acquired them, they haven't really done much.
Our world. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it. It is found in the smallest moments, every step of a perilous journey. In the symmetry of ritual, in the bonds we share. And in moments of stillness. It teaches us to look beyond the expected.
Hey, what?
To be a light in dark places. To seek answers. And to stand watch over our world. Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it.
Yeah, I like the style too. But what's the game?
But only a few truly feel it.
It's very, very pretty trailer, but what's the game? Sisterhood of the Traveling Tunics. Oh, Everwild. I was close though.
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And Eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature and connects every living thing.
Stop being so ethereal. Just
The team here at
what's the
Rare
gameplay
is
loop?
So excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Come on, Xbox. Come on. Come on. You started off okay. Just let's pick it back up with more real gameplay.
Allison?
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Don't nod. What was it? Get people who made Life is Strange?
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother.
Don't nod as a, they have a I normally enjoy their stories, but their dialogue could be a little iffy sometimes.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window. She loved you.
She attacked you. We both saw it.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
I can't do this. Stop!
August 27th. All right, well, that's a close release date. Just, yeah, those facial animations didn't quite match the emotional resonance they wanted that trailer to have. Like we were watching some movie trailer. So,
Hey
yeah,
everyone.
what can you do?
My name is Gennady. I'm the
Hey,
co-founder and
Gennady.
director of technology at Moon Studios. Today we're very excited to tell you
NPC.
that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We're now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori
120 FPS. Jesus.
In its highest quality,
Oh my god, that's amazing.
silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game.
Oh my gosh, dude, 120 frames, beautiful.
In our world,
What up, Bray?
Premium audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
Oh my gosh, I hope more people get to play games. Well, that's already a game that already exists, so it's not much of an announcement. But the cool part of that announcement, 120 frames. I really hope more people get to experience extremely high frame rates, because I guarantee it'll change people's opinions about caring about resolution more than they care about frame rate.
Creatures of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An abandoned research facility, and now shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the Gorgon
I know, dude. I'm so hyped for PlayStation 5 though.
full of salacious secrets.
What is this, DLC for
Greetings, attractive patriot.
whatever the name of this thing is?
Looking downright unlawful today. With the right kind of case,
Outer Wilds or whatever.
a miracle drug can put you on the wrong side of a gun, or sword, or this thing. Thrills, danger.
Why is melee combat always so bad in first-person RPGs?
No one.
What will you find on Gorgon?
Oh, Outer Worlds. Outer Wilds is something I'm definitely.
Any drinks in its current state?
Sure. I just wasn't particularly interested in Outer Worlds to begin with, so that's no flack on them.
For the biggest game of the year. Then wait for Cyberpunk. But if you're ready for the smallest, we've got you covered. From Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of games
Okay.
that are nothing like this one. This summer, strive together to thrive together. Or just feed your friend to the spiders and go solo.
That's funny. Battletoads. Grounded. What did it say? Game is finished and that's bug free or something?
At Obsidian,
That's
we're
funny.
dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you to play our next
That was a
game
nice little trailer.
It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that.
I'm glad that Outer Worlds ended up being a Bug's Life mixed with Epic in there, right? But I love that Obsidian was able to bounce back after being screwed over by Bethesda and were able to just make a game
We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build
that
Grounded together.
people enjoy with Outer
If
Worlds.
you've been wondering, we have been working on that next big Obsidian RPG. Check this out.
Really? Okay, so if they're just now working, we're not seeing this till 2023, 2024.
We have always known war.
forged our empire. Turned heroes into queens and kings. And decimated our foes. Now our oaths are lost, forsaken. And you must face the monsters our sins have borne. Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
Sure. Trailer, sure.
Avowed is an
Take your word for it.
expansive first-person RPG set in the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best, and it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series X.
Well, that's good to know.
Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night.
Bonjour,
Our team
what up?
is really passionate about interactive storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
So do I.
World premiere.
We're about to go through our indie game slog where they're like, alright, all those indie games we made promises to give us spotlights, so I'll crunch them all together in the middle of this presentation.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
For mine, it was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long-forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
Okay. I guess I'm intrigued about what the gameplay
Ninja
is.
Theory were hard at work on all of our projects, including Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which we announced at the Game Awards back in December.
That you did.
An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next for our Celtic Warrior, an experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X and PC. I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland. And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel.
That's nice.
It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players, and we're incredibly thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
Okay. Is that all they had to say? All right.
What? Peter, he's been sitting there the whole time? Hey, who wrote the song? Peter. Oh, Peter. Fantastic work. Love the song. Very much. It's gonna be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
Gotta
Probably been a long time.
push that celebrity.
I hope you don't mind pop-ins. Where are we?
What game series is this?
Lost alone, neither skin nor bone. Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's blown. At the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling.
I feel like I'm about to get demonetized.
Pulled me back up. I started
I feel like these character designs look familiar, and that this is already a series, but I could be mistaken. I don't know. I'm not that big on Xbox's history. Ooh. At least the trailer actually incorporates gameplay. I'll give them that. My brain is really tripping right now. Psychonauts, that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. It's good. It's good. It's good. You know.
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios, and there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you
I'm
the
still
broadest
not
variety of
seeing
games
that
ever.
game or set of
There's
games.
one developer in particular that is close to us.
Oh man, this is why I need to buy an Xbox Series X. Like,
Thrilled to announce that this fall,
you
our
know,
friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2
I guess, you know,
to
Halo.
Xbox Series X
Easy, but
and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, You also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions started this September. For Game Pass
Oh, that's really good.
Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud. Later this year,
I still don't understand that. It's crazy.
a new version of Destiny 2 that is
Oh, God.
optimized for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an all-new look.
See,
at Bungie's
that's what I like to
Beyond
hear. 4K, 60 frames per second. Stop compromising. I forgot what game it was. Yeah, the new Spider-Man game, the new Spider-Man Miles Morales game. They're like, you can choose between 4K and 60 frames. So it's like, I don't want to. I don't want to choose. Make both happen. Optimize your games, man. Although I have not heard good things about Destiny lately. Just since they went free to play and then dealing with hackers and on PC and all that sort of stuff, so. Ooh. Yeah, I have no interest in getting back into the cash sink that is Destiny.
Play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them.
Well, at least we know it'll be out by November.
Experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover. All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
World premiere.
World premiere. Console launch exclusive. Alright, so these are our launch titles, so these are what matter most right now. These are the games that are these are going to be the reasons why we buy the console. So these have to be stellar. Have to be. Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition? Please? Ooh. Stalker 2.
World premiere.
I never played Stalker 1, so that doesn't tickle me pink, but it might tickle somebody else, so.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest. I'll know more when they make it back.
Oh.
If they make it back.
Oh.
World premiere.
Oh no. It's just a console exclusive. Well, it said 2021. Are they considering the console like launch year? Like the first year of release? Because if so, it's a bit misleading. Because it looks like you get Darkstalker, or whatever, Stalker 2, and then you get Halo Infinite. Why do we have people pretend to play games? Is that James Chen? David Chen? No, James Chen. Tetris.
World premiere.
Okay.
Approaching orbit. Scans a no-go. Sure you want to drop here? What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
Hold on, let me check.
Find anything good?
Bex, you're not gonna believe this. Ouch! What the?
Not trying to be that guy, but after a while, a lot of indie games kind of start to blur together a little bit with some of their art design.
It all starts with a dead girl. A forest. The moon. Scent of pines. And then the gunshot. Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one, but also a darker and deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare. I can see both. Worse.
Why'd her hair turn white? Like she activated a devil trigger? Dual reality gameplay, two worlds rendered simultaneously.
What is this place?
Interesting concept, though. Yeah, I couldn't really hear a word of that, but interesting.
World premiere.
Console launch exclusive. A brand new, expansive world. Oh, it's a stupid fly in my room. Game looks fun. True adventures start now! New Genesis Phantasy Star Online coming 2020 online too. Okay, so they're playing a little fast and loose with console launch exclusive. So at console launch, I think they're just talking about within the first year.
Destiny chose me to save this world. I will see it done.
Blacklist, we make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
I feel like I'm watching a trailer for a show on TNT. Where we're going, we won't need an ADS.
Soon, the entire world will burn, all because of him.
The ghost is here!
Crossfire coming 2020. Well, this is 2020.
Today, you saw 10 world premieres and 22 console launch exclusives. Game Pass members can play every game.
Here's the thing about that Fantasy Star Online game, though. It's already available, right? It's just an expansion, right?
Or free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new
Or the
titles
PSO,
coming to
whatever it was.
Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for Xbox Series X. Games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox game studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
World premiere.
The world is filled with stories of legendary heroes.
It's a fable.
Treacherous villains.
Fable?
Of fantastical creatures and wondrous places where nature and magic live in perfect harmony. Not all stories have happy endings. But yours has yet to be written.
Huh. Knew it. Fable. Yeah, everyone speculated for a while that they'd be talking about making a new Fable. I'm sorry, were all those images supposed to go with the beat? Because they were off. Okay, still no talk about price though. Yeah, Microsoft and Sony are playing it as close to the vest as possible with price. A lot of those titles have already been released and on multiple consoles. All right, that was something, I guess. All right, let's talk about this here, chat. Let's yeah, no price. There's not going to be a price. Sony and Xbox are in a competition to see who can hold out on showing the price. It wasn't a bad event. All right, let's get that straight. It was not. Nothing can be as bad as that event where they had recently, they talked about showing gameplay of next gen and they showed nothing but trailers. And to be honest, besides the opening with Halo Infinite, it wasn't that much different. I think the quality of some of the things that they showed was better, and I think it was good that they gave a lot of release dates or release windows. But Xbox keeps running into that same critical issue with everything that they make when it comes to their presentations, where they really do not strike a good balance between just saying these are just going to be announcements and these are what's going to be actual gameplay, which is kind of an issue with a lot of companies in general. But yeah, there were so many things in here that was just like, okay, that's not real gameplay. That's not real gameplay. This is just an announcements trailer. Most of the, even though we saw a bunch of games, most of them aren't coming out till 2022, 2023, because a lot of them are in early development, and it's going to take forever for a lot of these games to come out. And another thing that's just really annoying is that they play very fast and loose with the phrase of console launch exclusive, because a lot of those release dates were in 2021. So they're talking about within the first year of being the console's release. And I don't like it when companies do that. I don't like it when they try to hype up people and mislead people in that regard. Just be honest about your dates and what is not coming. I'm a bit disappointed with PlayStation's lineup, but they're not hyping it up as like, here's our launch exclusives. And they're naming a whole bunch of stuff that's in 2021. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Let me know what's coming either day one with the console or will be available by December of 2020, because to me that is your release window for the initial console launch. So don't lie to me and say, oh, it's been a year, that stuff, and try to play it off with world premiere every single time. That's not going to work for me. Those are my main general complaints, kind of getting those out of the way. I think those just really frustrate me when game companies do that. It really does. And so, yeah, but besides that, wasn't too big of a fan of the presentation. Really, a lot of the games that they showed have already out. Outer Wilds, Destiny 2, Ori, and the Blind Wild Force, whatever it is. A lot of these games are already out. And so I already don't like most of that within the presentation, because I'm like, okay, I can already play almost every single one of these games on multiple consoles or on PC. So it's kind of my general complaints about it. Wasn't really too blown away. Could have been worse. Could have been better. It was just mediocre at best. However, the number one takeaway from this event is how important Game Pass is and how great of a deal it is and how much of, and I'm a big old Sony fanboy, whatever. I have my PlayStation 4. I love it to death, all that stuff. But it is such a slap in the face as someone who uses a PlayStation 4 that the PlayStation Now service is nowhere near as good as Xbox's Game Pass. The amount of AAA games that are not timed exclusives and don't just disappear that are on Microsoft's Game Pass absolutely boggles my mind. It absolutely boggles my mind. We're talking about, for what, $10 a month, you get access to every single Halo, Gears of War game, Devil May Cry 5, the Street Fighter, no, not Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, like Killer Instinct, like almost every single Xbox exclusive, on top of a whole bunch of other AAA games, Exodus, Metro Exodus, all those games come with it. It is absolutely ridiculous. And they're all able to be downloaded. You don't have to stream them and worry about lag, inconsistencies, any of that stuff. It is absolutely insane, the value that you get for that. And every single first-party game and some of those third-party games are going to be free. Destiny and all of its expansions for the rest of the year are going to be free with Game Pass. It's insane. And I don't know what sort of deal that they have behind the scenes in order to make that to happen, because I'm like, I don't understand how that's profitable. I don't know if it's just the exposure or getting people to buy DLC or what other companies got of it. It makes absolutely no sense to me, but it is the absolute best deal for consumers. It really is. I truly think that in comparison between the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, as someone who's played both and used both extensively for a while, the Xbox One is a better console. It has better online. It has a better interface. It has a better Game Pass, streaming service, all that sort of stuff. But you cannot deny the lineup that is going on with PlayStation, right? When it comes to their exclusive games. We just had Ghost of Tsushima drop. We just had you know, Last of Us Part 2 drop. And the reason I bring these up, it's not in a way of trying to gloat like, but look at that, we got these games to play. It's because the same feeling I get when I'm about to boot up for the first time, you know, Ghost of Tsushima, or I'm about to boot up Uncharted 4 or Last of Us Part 2 and all that stuff, this hype for this exclusive game and this game that's going to try something different and push different boundaries of the, you know, all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. I want more Xbox players to have that same feeling, but I feel like they are not getting that feeling as consistently with a variety of titles, you know? Because I mean, if you look at the PlayStation lineup between, you know, Bloodborne, God of War, you know, all that sort of stuff, you have such a myriad of games made by copious amounts of of game developers, and that fit so many different niches and so many different types of flavors that people are able to get whatever they want out of an experience with a PlayStation game, right? And I feel like if you don't love Halo or Gears of War, you could be a little bit tough pressed to find some like big exclusives hitting that year. And that's tough. Besides besides what's going on with third parties. And it's like, that's why things like, you know, Cyberpunk doesn't count. You know, Assassin's Creed doesn't count. Watch Dogs doesn't count because those are going everywhere. You know, a lot of people think that console exclusivity is bad. I disagree. I think console exclusivity is great for a lot of games. If a studio wants to be devoted to one particular console and making the best possible game that they can, instead of having to divvy up their time amongst different forms of hardware and all that sort of stuff, I don't see a problem with that. I think it's a good idea to have those different types of games that act as like the flagship for your console and show people not only what your console is capable of, but what they are capable of as storytellers, game developers, all that sort of stuff, with just singularly focusing on one console and being able to make the best totally curated experiences possible. So that's my opinion. That's my opinion on that regard. But yeah, I just want them to get better exclusives with more range, more dynamic exclusives. I want to get those things that make people go, yo, that game looks sick. And I haven't had that feeling looking at an Xbox game since Scalebound. And you want to know what happened to Scalebound over half a decade ago? It got canceled. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And everything we still have to get hyped for these interesting exclusives that are going to be so ambitious as they put it, yada, yada, yada. We still don't know whether they're either coming or they're not going to be coming until 2022, 2023. So what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? To me, I still don't have the game that's like, bro, I need that console day one. But that Xbox Game Pass, everything they're doing with xCloud, all that sort of stuff, the console in and of itself, it's definitely going to give you your bang for your buck. But whether or not the games are going to be there day one that are first party exclusives, they're definitely not going to be. But if you're someone who doesn't really care about first party exclusives, especially if you've been an Xbox fan for a while, you should already really not care that much about it, then you can be fine just playing, you know, Cyberpunk and playing all these other great third party AAA games when they come out. So there is that. That's about it, guys. That's about it. A lot of things I predicted would kind of be there are there, just not in the degree I thought they would be. I think they could have shown definitely a little bit more of Halo Infinite to really get people more hyped, that's for sure. But that being said, guys, if you are an Xbox owner, let me know what you think about this presentation in the comments section down below on YouTube, and let me know what you think about it overall. Just what it's like to be an Xbox user during this time, and if you are actually excited for this next generation of Xbox. Let me know. I am genuinely curious. I want to know. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. We're out here grinding and making content every single day. So I really do appreciate it. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you give it a follow. If you're over on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe to become a part of the Geek Speak Nation channel. And if you do subscribe, make sure you set that bell notification to always get notified of when I post a video. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Daniel, and yeah, I gotta go like do stuff with my life today. I woke up and recorded this, so I appreciate you watching, and don't forget to get geeky.
silent on and on, without the clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I